Hi, hello. I'm so excited to do this. I'm always excited to do trainings for y'all. I don't know why I say that as if it's not something I say every single time. But today I'm going to really go over how I utilize attraction marketing and what I came up with on how to create my captions and how I present things in my stories and in my feed, and really just how I share about my business and my products and everything like that, right? So what I, sorry, here, of course. What I do is the big three for me. Okay, these are my big three things that completely changed the game and really used attraction marketing. Okay, so this is what I call my trifecta. So T is for teach. We need to be teaching your audience something every single day, right? It doesn't have to be anything major. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. We just need to inform them about something. We need to educate them about something, right? So we're educating our audience on how something works, or what the benefits are of something, or what you're going to feel when you try something, or you need to educate them, right? So instead of just listing off a whole laundry list of like, this is a business perk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't do this, you do this, you do all that stuff. Instead of putting that in one single post, first of all, it's too much for anyone's brain to process. We all know this, even like in PowerPoints, right? You'll know I've studied PowerPoints. Like I love doing PowerPoints, and any group project, that's me doing it. If you put like a whole bunch of information on a screen or in a single paragraph and it's just a lot, the person's not going to be able to comprehend it. Their brain's going to be like overload and they're just going to tune out. So we don't want to do that in our content, right? We don't want to overload people with a whole bunch of information, a whole bunch of facts, whether it is true and whether they do need to know it. That's fine. Share about it, but don't share too much in a single post to where it's going to have them unplug, okay? And keep scrolling. So educate your audience on how to do something and how something works. Also, whether it's something that you genuinely are knowledgeable about that is not product or business related, or anything like that, but it is related to your brand, whether it's fitness and working out, or eating recipes, or like cooking recipes. Obviously I don't cook, you can tell. Or if it's like makeup or how to do your hair and stuff like that. Like if it's something that's not related to your product in your business, but you actually are knowledgeable about it, share that. Teach your audience something. You need to provide value. And this is really where you're going to be able to provide the most value for your audience, is when you're teaching and educating them about something. I shared like going through like really just like boosting my body image and my self-worth and how I did that in my journey and what that looked like, because I know my audience is going to need that. Someone in my audience is going to need that, okay? So I shared my journey and shared what worked with me or what worked for me. And really did that. Now, I didn't share that as I was going through it, because I always say if you are going through something, once you like kind of get through it, or you have gone through it and you can help someone, then share about something. But when it comes to like fitness and working out and losing weight and gaining weight and stuff like that, like anything fitness related, I have so much knowledge about, thanks to my husband, and I share that. I'm not in a business where we are working out and we are not training people, we are not in personal training or anything like that, but I know about it, right? So I'm sharing information, I'm providing value, I'm helping people, I'm giving away free information, right? This is the providing value aspect of your business, right? You have to do this. This is so essential. So teach. The next one is reach and relate, right? So when I say reach, I mean you need to hit someone in their feels. Like they need to feel something within the first 1 to 3 sentences of your caption. They need to feel something. They need to be able to relate to what you're saying. Like when I share about like what my products have done for me, they know that I used to be a mommy. I was on prescription weight loss medication. I was on 3 to 5 Diet Mountain Dew days, and I was taking at least 1 to 2 naps a day. Okay, I was a mommy. I was the ultimate definition of a mommy, taking naps at 7:30 in the morning. Who does that, right? But other moms can relate. Other moms can relate to being exhausted and burnt out and tired. And when I'm saying, y'all, I used to be a mommy and now I'm up in my kitchen dancing around at 6 a.m. for no apparent reason, knocking off all these items off my to-do list, they are going to be able to relate to me, and they are going to be able to be like, wow, like I feel that. Like I feel that, not just like, oh yeah, well, that's good for her. It's like, that reaches me. Like that's me, right? That's how you want to connect with your audience, okay? So I put move them, hit them in their feels, connect with them, mom me to like living my best life, guys. And then people make decisions based upon how something is going to make them feel. Like they have emotion. People most of the time make decisions based upon their emotions, right? If someone is not moved or inspired or motivated by what you're posting, it doesn't matter how good you're posting, how good your pictures are, how many stories you're putting up. It doesn't matter. If someone is not moved and they do not relate to you, you're going to be at a standstill. That's just it. Okay. And then the I for the big trifecta, the big three, is intrigue. So attraction marketing, guys, I am not, if you go to my page, you most likely will not know which company I'm with. And a single caption. This is really how I want you to like go to your captions and tell me if someone reads your caption, like let's say a business related post, right, that you're posting about on your feed. If someone reads the most recent business related post, would they know the name of the company, or the product that you're selling, to where they could go to Google and plug it into Google, a few keywords into Google, and it would pop up your company? If they can do that, if you're talking about like a specific name of a product or a specific name of the company, and they can just go to Google, you have completely shut out that line of communication for them to reach out to you to get more info, right? We want to keep them engaged. We want to give them little breadcrumbs. We want to give them a little bit of information here and there, right? So I'm not saying just from like a network marketing standpoint and online business standpoint, I am not saying, hi, I am with this company. This is when I joined. This is the product line. This is what the product line is going to do. This is how, when you're going to take the product line, blah, blah, blah. Here's my website. Here's my link, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to say that, right? You're giving away all of your information. So now in that one post, that person's probably not going to come back to your page because you've given them all the information and now they can go on Google by themselves. So you want to intrigue them, right? So I share about my products differently every single day. You can also, when you're sharing, okay, so when it comes to products, I really want y'all to hear me on this. When it comes to products, which is normally something that you're not changing in your business, right? Like you may alter like a product here or there, but most of the time, at least in network marketing, it's a consistent set of products that you are using. So you need to share how, or you need to change how you're sharing about the products every single day. Otherwise, people are going to get bored and they're going to unfollow you. And, you know, whether they were interested or not, now you've just like, they're tired of seeing the same thing over and over, right? You need to keep it exciting. You need to keep them engaged. And so what I recommend is one day, like if you're sharing about your products on your story, teach them. How do they take the products? When are they going to take the products? And that's it, right? So for that day, that's what you're sharing for that one single product, how they're going to take it, and when they're going to take it. The next day, reach and relate. So this goes back to when I was talking about a mom bee to like me dancing in the kitchen at 6 a.m. That's reaching and relating. They understand what the product is doing for me, right? And then this can also go to like before and afters, if you have before and afters, stuff like that. And then intrigue, right? So not giving away like this is my exact product, but calling it something else, or you know, just keeping them engaged, letting them know what it's doing for you as well, like is intriguing them, but not saying this is the actual product, right? We don't want to blast our company's name. My rule of thumb is, well, not rule of thumb, how I feel about marketing in general and how your page should look and how you should be sharing about the product and business. If you are constantly blasting company name, company product, or like product names, and it's just product, business, and it's not you, you are basically a company page. Like people buy from you because of your brand, right? So we know what your brand is. We've done our branding training. We know how to find your brand and build your brand, but now you need to market your brand, right? So I'm not going to say, oh hey, I've been pulling an all-nighter for school and I have so much energy, because that's not my brand anymore, right? I was a student when I first joined, but I'm not that anymore. So I'm not intentionally growing my networks with students, right? So I'm marketing towards people who are similar to me, which are moms, work from home moms, toddler moms, boy moms. Like y'all know my brand, right? So intrigue them. I want, when you're doing like an intriguing post or story about your business or product, I want people to say, wait, what? Like, what? Huh? Wait, what do you mean? Like, hold up. That's what I want people to say. Or they're going to be like, wait, what? What company is she with? What business is she with? Wait, when did she join this? Like, how is this happening? I want people to be like almost confused. Like I want them not confused and like they don't understand what you're saying. I want them to be confused as if they're like, how did I not know this information? People are nosy, right? They want to know everything. So give them breadcrumbs and keep them engaged. Keep them watching. That's the goal with attraction marketing, right? So if you can do all three of these things consistently, and in your captions and in your stories, if you're utilizing your stories. If you're not utilizing your stories, you're doing your business a disservice, a really big disservice. So again, the trifecta: teach, you're educating your audience on something, whether it's business, product related, or brand related, right? Something that you're actually knowledgeable about. And then reach and relate. Hit them in their feels, and they should be able to relate to you. Okay? To whether it's like you're before the products or whatever, right? They should be able to relate to you. And then intrigue. Keep them guessing, keep them engaged, keep them watching, okay? So you can do all three of those things, again, consistently. I am not going to tell you, you do this once and like 8,000 people are going to be in your inbox, because that's not how this works. We all know growing a business takes time. It takes showing up every single day, and it takes being consistent. That's what it is. But if you can do all three of these things, whether it's like one day and you're captioning, you're doing T, and the next day you're doing I, and the next day you're doing R, like, or all three of them, doing all three of them for like, I normally do all three of them in a really bold post twice a week, right? And then throughout the week, I'm doing different parts, right? So mix it up, keep it interesting, keep it creative. It doesn't always have to be long, right? You don't have to have super long posts to keep people engaged. Honestly, the shorter, sweeter posts to your face, bold posts like that, eye-catching posts, are a lot more effective. So I hope this helps y'all, and I will also get up a content training post on when do I post, what do I post, what platforms do I post on, how do I create content, like if you're feeling stuck on ideas of what to talk about, I go over that. So I hope this helped y'all. Want to keep it short and sweet for y'all, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Y'all know the drill, and I hope y'all have a great day.